I knew I wasn't gonna leave this one behind anytime soon. I mean, I got this whole damn trilogy collection. I gotta get my money's worth.
Hey, it's the best one in the series. So just making sure, Logan, this one takes place during World War II, which, as we all know, was between 1970 and 1980, right?
You betcha, Matt, you silly dumb.
I'm amazed you actually remember that bit from our first
I will
commentary.
never let him down about that. I will never
like,
let him down.
I imagine every other weekend he rewatches those parts just to fuel his internal fire.
Just looking over is good.
So yeah, we kind of left this one hanging for a little bit. I mean, there's already like a whole bunch of shrubbery growing all over the place. We should probably clip all that and get ourselves caught up to speed on what's going on today's episode of Uncharted.
Well, first off, that was an actual quote by Marco Polo.
Yep.
And I get to do the whole. You're going, yep. Well, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got myself in this situation. Well, you see, it's a long, very wild story. Now, if you just don't mind taking a sit down, I'll tell you all about my wacky adventures as I, Nathan Drake, managed to wind up in a train car.
Oh, which, by the way, can I just say
that's off of a cliff.
Can I just say this was a great way to to one up the first game and all of that.
Ooh.
Like,
oh boy.
and I'm just going to say it. I will always say it. I think everybody who has played all of the Uncharted games will agree. This is the best game in the series. Bar none, this is the best.
I have not yet gone around to the rest of the series. I still plan to do 3, 4, and Lost Legacy. But until then, I'm going to have to... I'm to say that this definitely upped the ante from the first game. And, okay, can't go that way. Let's go the other way then.
No.
I will say, the other thing is that I'm still trying to figure out a way to play the PS Vita version, but...
Go in the abyss,
it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit of doing to try and figure that one out.
Shit. So yeah, how did we end up in this situation?
Oh, we'll learn.
We'll learn, but unfortunately, not. Honestly, we're not gonna get back to this point for quite a while.
Yeah,
over half of the game is just getting back to this point.
Yeah, this is pretty much the halfway point of the story.
Oh
boy! So it basically just pulls a Sly 3 in that regard.
Yeah, actually, yeah. For now, we get to see. I guess I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to do a hot take.
Oop.
For now, we get to see Square Enix's Tomb Raider done right.
Oh, damn!
In the sense that a lot of climbing, perilous situations, but you're not bitching every 30 seconds about some horrible pain, because that's the only way we can have a strong female lead is by beating the shit out of her, according to Square Enix. Which actually, speaking of, I am looking forward to the next Tomb Raider game, because apparently they're working on that as we speak.
Oh, and apparently it's also another reboot.
Oh boy!
Again?
Yeah, apparently because they want to get a new actress for, Lara again. Yeah, they want to, just reboot again. Mainly because this next one is apparently going to have dinosaurs in it again.
Oh, so they're more or less going back to its campy roots.
Yep.
I guess. Again, just so long as they can just make it fun without making me feel bad to be playing the game just the normal way. No, Drake.
Actually, can we just admit
there?
Can we just admit that basically the new Tomb Raider games are Uncharted but sad. Kind of like how the Last of Us games are Resident Evil, but sad.
It's there. Again, fun fact is we did try to do a commentary of the first Tomb Raider game, because I will still say I like the game. I like its gameplay and its combat. Oh jeez. But the plot is very heavy.
Yeah.
A little too much even for our abandoned misfits.
Should I ever try to do Tomb Raider Anniversary?
I would say that one wouldn't hurt, considering it pretty much just is a full-blown remake of the original game with the...
which was more...
By the way, I love how Logan can't tell where to go when literally the entire point of the series is go towards the thing that's yellow.
I was gonna say, now mind you, in this game, they do a pretty good job of making the things blend in. They're not always yellow.
That's fair. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one.
I guess I'll say it right now. Welcome to. You're going to be seeing gameplay, basically a blind run of this game since it's been forever since I've done this. So, again, I will be cutting out any egregious points of I don't know where the heck I'm going, but otherwise, you get to see my blind reactions to things that are happening around me, such as this lovable moment.
All it took was for Nathan to actually reach the tippy top for things to start going wrong again.
Oh.
I like how you're like, oh shit, maybe I should start running.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you to start running. There's no button. And this.
Oh, look, trailer fodder.
And this Naughty Dog. And this Naughty Dog, if you can remember it, was how you instilled action, anticipation, and fun into the game.
Well, okay, now, we're with you on action and anticipation, but you're gonna have to explain to us what this fun is.
By the way,
it's basically when you emulate Indiana Jones, because Indiana Jones worked.
By the way, I would like to note one thing about this, though. I can't remember, is that Gideon Emery who plays him? I forgot.
I'll look it up, but all I know is that he's not Sully, and therefore I don't like him.
But no, the one thing I will say about hold on, I'm checking, hold on. Steve Valentine.
He's Alistair from Dragon Age.
Oh, okay. I'm looking up.
Well, for now, finish your thought on this, and then we can talk. Then we can talk about you simping for this man. Go for it.
What? What? I'm not.
Continue. Continue.
You're an ass. But no. I like to note, even though this is technically the remastered version, these graphics are close to what they were back in 2009 when this game came out. Yes, 2009, people.
Nope.
Yeah. This this game looks gorgeous.
I think Chloe is one of the best. Again, Uncharted 1 was great, and I think Uncharted 2 is a great evolution of it. This is showing what the PS3 was capable of with these.
Also, I like to point out that in this universe, this is Chloe and Nate's first encounter, unlike the movie.
I guess we should also talk about that, James. We're now recording, but they're talking about how they need to break into a museum hall to figure out the solution to one of Marco Polo's greatest treasures ever.
And yes, the movie has gone and happened as of this recording. Like, we were talking about what could possibly happen with it in the first one, and now it's finally come and gone, and unsurprisingly, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was very middling. Now, granted, spoilers, I guess, is that they did get Nathan Drake's actor in the movie as a fun little cameo, which was nice, but otherwise,
yeah,
I was going to get around to that. Thank you. I didn't have to do all that whole conversation. So, anywho,
how's your 13th century?
Well, they still talk about this. Sorry, this is going to happen a lot.
There's a lot of talking, people. Just read the subtitles.
It's a cinematic game. It's to be expected.
Yeah, but
I will still say I've always loved the way that Naughty Dog does. No matter what, across all its games, I always love how they do these cutscenes where they basically take the actual voice actors, mocap them, and have them act these out as though they're on a set.
Yep. By the way, you're saying, Logan?
The movie is essentially just a highlight reel of some of the better parts of all three of the games, while trying to shoe in plot points that would not become a thing until Uncharted 4, while trying to set it up as a prequel. It's actually, I'd say, especially since how much these games are centered around their story and the characters. I'd say it's unfortunately one of those movies where you will ruin the games for yourself if you watch this movie first.
Honestly, yeah,
because a lot of things are going to be taken and ruined for you before you get to actually feel the punch of the revelation of the the reveal.
Yeah, I'll actually say this as well. I don't
with the Emperor's treasure
hate
waiting
the movie,
to be found.
but to also be fair, I'm one of those weirdos that I don't hate the Halo TV show either. By the way, by the time we're recording this, the 3rd episode of the Halo show is out of 9. And I think it's just okay, but it's very fucking different.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, here's the thing, you could tell all the people that worked on the movie did was look at the most popular moments from the games and went, alright, let's do those.
Because otherwise, again,
I like to note that the big set piece of the movie was a live action rendition of the very famous and beautifully done You know, AC
What could have
40
gone wrong?
or
indeed.
AC 130, I forgot. The
plane,
Yeah,
the
the
plane
plane
scene.
section with all the cargo and all that is incredible, and it's great to see a live-action rendition of that moment done. From an 11-year-old game.
Yeah. Again, they could have done more. I think it would have worked better if they tried to do their own new things and establish itself. But even then, most I can say is that I love the kid. He's great, but Tom Holland needs to get himself a better agent.
Honestly, let's be fair. The only reason
Otherwise he's not going to survive post Marvel.
Let's be fair. The only reason why they cast Tom Holland in that movie was because he's a popular actor right now and people like Tom Holland.
Right. But again, they need to do better
Yeah,
with
he's
that for
basically-
now.
Oh,
No worries. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, yeah, it's kind of slowly coming to the point where he's basically going through a similar thing to what Chris Pratt is going through. The only difference is that people genuinely like Tom as a person.
It's because Tom is actually a really nice person. Chris Pratt, I'm not going to lie, is kind of a dick.
Oh no! Wait, really? What did he do?
He's apparently very homophobic, and if you look at the shit he pulled with his
Like a gun.
ex-wife, yeah.
Damn. Okay, I'll look into that later. For now, that was me just adjusting my controls so I can get used to it because, again, one thing that this remake did its best to address is that the gunplay is a lot smoother now.
And, and I will say, though, the melee combat is not as good in this game, but it is, like, its best in the third one.
It's the melee combat in this game is serviceable if you get too close to somebody, but it's basically a glorified QTE. If you get close to somebody and you need to do a melee combat, make sure that you are behind cover.
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh!
I'm a god. Make sure that you are behind cover, because if you start doing melee, there is no fast way of doing it. You have to go through the whole animation and press the buttons at the right time in order to complete the melee.
So, in regards
Beyond
to...
that, beyond that, I'll say like some of the combat in this game are some of the most scenic that I've seen in the whole series.
But just going on to gunplay real quick, like, would you say there's, like, any particular changes that they made between 1 and 2 that make this, like, better gunplay compared to the first game?
I mean, they add new weapon types, definitely. But otherwise, I don't think so, because the grenades were in the first game as well, right?
Yes, they were. I believe so.
Oh,
Which, by the way,
Speaking of which.
I can't wait if you do, fucking Golden Abyss. I can't wait for you to do grenades in that game because it's awkward.
He is not having a good morning.
like, it's all... Honestly, let's be blunt here. Nathan Drake basically is the personification of that one scene from Sonic. You know, the whole, like, how are you not dead? I have no idea.
Speaking of, okay,
He survives a lot.
Speaking
especially
of-
with all the especially with all the gunshots he's about to suffer from in my hand.
speaking of, I am going to say this. The one thing, like, very obviously, they cast Tom Holland in the role because he is very popular. He's very, popular and all that. They didn't cast an actor where they're like, can this person embody Nathan Drake? Their main thought was, can this person sell us tickets? It's not like the Sonic movie where, sure, Ben Schwartz is a known actor, but not all that well known. But they cast him as Sonic because honestly, he fucking works as Sonic.
Wait a minute, Chloe.
He feels like
Oh,
Sonic.
also to explain how this has suddenly escalated hype.
Really?
We've met Chloe before.
Right.
Right.
Chloe, so quickly clarify for Matt. Sorry,
I
the movie
forgot.
maybe did something right.
I forgot.
Is that we've known Chloe a long time,
So
longer than Flynn did anyway.
Yeah, right. I forgot
Or
about
longer
that.
than Flynn thinks.
We pull the heist, we find the ships, and we make off.
But let's be honest. Okay, so again, for anyone curious, she's basically the black cat of this universe.
Yeah,
That's it.
and she
Take 3 ways
was
into one
with
heist.
Drake up until Elena appears. Which, by the way, I am amazed that they actually, they put Chloe in the movie, but not Elena. I mean, I get they're trying to set up the whole origin thing, but in that case, they shouldn't have put the fucking plane sequence and the ending from Uncharted 4.
Again,
which-
that I'm hearing you. Yeah.
Which, hey, you know what? Why don't we get into that now? Whatever did happen to Chloe, and for that matter, where's old fucking Stogie Chugger himself?
Well, we're gonna hopefully learn that bit by bit. Wake up, Nate. Wake up! Come on!
Wake up!
Up and
You
out!
gotta pull up on a little wake up!
Get
What
pulled
I
up by
wouldn't
your
get-
bootstraps.
What I wouldn't get to tap that hot piece of ass right about now. Seriously, my fingers are fucking freezing.
That's the one thing keeping me going.
So
Yeah, no,
are,
okay.
you, are you implying that her rump is like a heat radiator?
Considering where we're at right now,
Yeah?
it pretty much is.
It's like the
I
goddamn
just have-
beacon of Eden.
Like, I just have this mental image where it's like he meets up with Chloe again. It's like, hey, turn around. And just hovers his hands over the rump. Like, not even just grabbing it,
And
just hovering him
and
like
it
he
just-
would over a
and it-
fireplace.
And it somehow glows.
Yeah,
red
it
like that
starts
one
glowing red like a fucking heater.
I was about to say, because I was thinking of that one freaking that one short from. By the way, I guess it was scripted in that, so whatever. Sorry, Nate. The gods just wanted you to fall for a second. I didn't want you to fall, but anyway, it just reminded me of that penguin short from the Three Caballeros, where he glows red, he's all warm and stuff. Anywho, it's all because of this.
Also, I saw
goddamn thing.
I saw chest-high boxes.
Yeah, but don't worry, Matt. You gotta wait at least 8 more videos until we get back to that part.
Oh yeah.
For now, this is gonna be where our flashbacks truly start. All for this goddamn thing.
A dagger.
And what will this dagger be, and how did we come across it, and why are we now in huge danger?
And have a
Well,
bullet
my
in our
friends.
side.
Well, my friends, you're gonna have to join this little adventure to find out.
Same Drake time, same Drake channel.
As in right now.
Yeah, because I was about to say, it seems a little sudden to end it right there.
Yeah,
4
so
months
Istanbul.
earlier.
Sure you're up for this.
Wow, 4 months exact.
We're doing a Sly Cooper
Won't need 'em.
heist before Sucker
Little
Punch did.
insurance, that's all.
Well, afterwards, because
Yeah,
Sly
well,
2...
yeah, long after. Holy crap!
We have
Yeah.
their patrols all mapped out. Relax.
Wait, what do you mean?
Relax.
We're talking about the Sucker Punch developers who make Sly Cooper. And
Oh,
all the
yeah,
heist.
yeah.
We'll lock us up.
I tried to do a competitive, Naughty Dog and Sucker Punch. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think the people who work at Naughty Dog can even name one person who work at Sucker Punch anymore.
Yeah.
We're so separate.
Like,
at this point.
I don't even know if they're even chummy with Insomniac anymore.
I don't think so. It's really sad.
We're here.
Well, I mean, okay, they had to have been they had to sign one paper probably in order to get Jack and Daxter in Rift Apart, but otherwise, nah.
Honestly, I can kind of see like Sucker Punch and Insomniac being more better chums than Insomniac and Naughty Dog nowadays.
Well, Insomniac just seems nicer in general. They're the big brother that everybody wants to hang out with.
Depends on who you talk to.
Yeah, well. So, beyond that, it just feels good to get back into Uncharted, just with all the cool adventuring. Matt, you said this is your favorite out of the series.
This is a lot of people's favorite out of the series
Is
because
that what you call it?
the stakes, in my opinion, are the biggest. The set pieces are the best. The action is the best. The story is the best. Honestly, in my opinion, it's all around the best. Like, 4 is very close. It is very close with 4. And it is a fantastic end to the series, but
This one
just
here.
something about 2 really makes it special.
So would you? I guess it goes without saying this is pretty much the magnum opus of the series.
Yes, in my
I
opinion.
guess so.
it is.
I guess in the same way that James, you would say that Slide 2 is your favorite and like the best in the series.
Of Sly, yeah. Yeah, I'd say so.
Because Slide 3 like had a lot of, it played to a lot of the strengths that Slide 2 had, but it was
How about this?
story and character
This
wise
is-
a little.
This is
tricky.
This is the Empire Strikes Back of the Uncharted series, the Dark Knight of the Uncharted series. Basically, it is the sequel that did everything better.
But that's good. I like a sequel that can do that.
Yeah.
Away.
And honestly, like, just going back to like the Sly comparisons with 2 and 3, I would say in the case of 3 is that it definitely played up on a lot of the strengths that it had, including having its own, but its flaws, I would argue, are a little bit more glaring than 2's flaws.
Also, I will say again,
Except for Clockla. We don't talk about Clockla.
also because, I don't care. This game is fucking... This game is 13 years old. I'm going to say this. I'm going to, like...
Be
hold on.
careful, because I do want to try and keep James in hype a little bit, like, into the
I
plot.
know, but fun fact about this game, I'm not going to spoil how, This is the last game in the series where
Now, when
any
we bet
supernatural
that,
shit
take us
happens.
Right into the boiler room.
Oh yeah, that's what you
Th-
mean.
yeah.
3 and 4 become more
Yeah,
grounded.
3,
in
4,
the-
and Golden Abyss
like
become
Flint,
more
right?
grounded.
What?
Like they're
In like
like
Flint.
it's people
Okay.
looking
What about
for
Lost Legacy?
Just give me a boost.
Lost Legacy too. Yeah.
Okay, this which I think is, I'm also fine with, because I'll be honest, between the Tomb Raider,
Oh,
between the Tomb Raider games and this first game, I was starting to get a little bit not drained, but I was starting to get a little tired of the, as you'll soon see later. Oh, incredible journey leads to zombies. Why is it always
Yeah.
zombies?
okay.
Which-
So it's not too dissimilar to how I felt about how the Ratchet games used to like be really into like the anti-commercialism commentary.
I thought that I liked the satirical tone of that, but I hear where you're coming from, and I like that it was able to branch out and not feel weighted down by the future series and stuff.
Yeah, but no.
It gave it the freedom to do other wacky things, like have ghosts, robot pirates. Why?
Also, how are you doing, James?
Got the letter.
I'm doing all right. Just watching all these knuckleheads try to actually,
Action rolls.
Was that
Slide-
flip necessary? Oh, you're damn right it was.
Oh boy. So I
Sorry,
guess
back to you.
just
Oh, hang on. I was like, back to you, James, real quick to finish that thought.
helps keep us in shape. Anyway,
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Back to you, Hype.
well, I did want to like still have James involved with my question anyways. Would you say, how would you, if any, would you say your experiences with Uncharted 2 compared to Uncharted 1?
Gotta be a shot.
I haven't played a damn thing of it.
Oh, so you haven't
alright.
even like seen anything of it, like any playthroughs of it?
I've seen I want to say I've seen like maybe a few bits or pieces of it, but otherwise I'm completely blind to this game.
Well, this will be fun to show you then.
Like I'm trying to think.
Whoa!
I want to say Brain Scratch did, but did Super Gaming Brothers ever did any of the Uncharted games?
Nope, and I don't think Brain Scratch did either.
Oh,
If they did,
And
it was like one of their very earliest videos.
And unfortunately, both Matt and James here get to say goodbye to Nathan Drake's sweet ass because they're no longer Sony gamers.
I don't care.
Oh, cover.
In a matter of speaking, yeah.
You don't care about this game?
Oh no, I love this game. I think it's amazing. I do want to get a PS5 eventually, but you know, I'm just meh.
There should be a door just around.
I've been playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Have you?
Just stick to the plan.
I've been waiting. Genuinely, I'd be playing it right now, but I have to wait for schedules.
I'm here, aren't I?
and I'm waiting till my
Anywho.
birthday so I can get Forgotten Land.
I mean, honestly, it just comes to like, it's honestly just to the point that Sony's not really dishing out a lot of stuff I'd like to see on their catalog, or at least exclusively to their catalog. And secondly, I mean, if I really want to catch up that badly to the current generation of consoles, the Series S is probably the most affordable and the most, not as likely to be sold out at a moment's notice.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I
Yeah.
actually really I like the
It looks
Series
cool.
S. I like playing older games and stuff like that. Can you do
Like, I
that
think
on the PS5, Logan?
It's locked.
Actually,
Well, actually,
Matt, give it
now
time,
you-
because
yeah.
technically they are going to be doing their own version of Game Pass, where paying at a premium will let you actually play PS1,
Yeah.
PS2, and PSP games.
Not PS3 yet, but yeah, no, they did mention that is a feature they're working on. They're let's be honest, they're just straight up looking at Microsoft and thinking, yes, we want to basically do that now. We're going to copy them, so
But only
it's going to be called
but-
PlayStation Plus. I think it is just called PlayStation Plus Premium or something like that.
but here's also a thing as well. I'm
here we
curious about how much they're going to charge it because I feel like Xbox Series
$100 a year.
I want to say, depending on, I know there's like 3 plans, and the premium one, which has more or less everything we care about, is like $20 a month.
that's the thing though.
Plus the-
Game Pass is $15 a month.
Right. So again, I there's something there. Anyway, all right, stay tuned for the next part where we're going to continue our raid of the Istanbul Museum.
Oh, that's right, we're still watching Nathan Drake. Till next time,
What
everybody.
could go wrong?
Wait a minute, Istanbul, not Constantinople?